For as long as the known races had mapped the stars, a single question lingered in hushed conversations behind closed chamber doors: how far would humanity go to protect its own? No one truly knew. Though Earth's diplomats were polite, their culture vibrant, and their scientists generous with knowledge, there was always something in their eyes, a watchfulness, a gravity that unsettled those who thought themselves old masters of the galaxy. The Velker Dominion learned that truth too late. It began with a glimmer on the edges of their border, an unassuming human research enclave in orbit around Epsilon Thalassa, a blue world with sprawling coral seas. To the Velker Archon, it was nothing but a tempting prize. "They trespass," he hissed across the cold obsidian floor of the Grand Conquest Hall. "Seize the system. Leave no question as to who rules the Hyrian expanse." 12 Velker battle groups, the pride of their empire, surged into the void. From the darkness emerged kilometer-long warships, their hulls etched with ancient glyphs, their weapons humming with centuries of conquest. The human scientists sent a simple transmission: "This is a civilian mission. You are violating neutral space. Withdraw." Velker Admiral Threxon only bared his fangs and ordered weapons to full charge. On the observatory deck of the Epsilon station, Dr. Kaido Ran stared up at the holographic sky, his heart tightening as Velker battleships eclipsed the stars. "God help us," he whispered. Then, space itself twisted. The Titan arrived. At first, it was merely a ripple, a distortion that bent every sensor feed. Then, in a surge of blinding light, an object emerged so vast it defied comprehension. A warship the size of a city. 50 kilometers of neutron-forged armor plating, dark and seamless, gleaming with lines of cold blue luminescence. Its prow was an angular wedge crowned by a single aperture, a cyclopean eye of energy beginning to glow. Across every Velker flagship, alarms shrieked. No record existed of this silhouette. No database matched its design. Admiral Threxon's voice cracked as he spoke. "Identify that vessel." But no answer came. Only silence. Aboard the indomitable Resolve, Captain Soraya Elamine stood alone within her command sphere, a transparent chamber suspended in a vast lattice of tactical displays. The image of the Velker fleet rotated around her like a frozen constellation. "Atlas," she said quietly, "status?" The ship's AI answered in its serene baritone. "Event sheath stable. Singularity projector charging. All defensive batteries online." Her dark eyes never left the Velker formations. "Open wideband transmission." A soft chime confirmed the channel. She drew a steadying breath. "Velker Dominion Fleet. You are ordered to disengage and withdraw immediately. Any hostile action will be met with overwhelming force." The reply was a chorus of laughter across the comms, the cruel amusement of an empire that believed itself unchallenged. Admiral Threxon's voice spat contempt. "Fire." 100 Velker plasma lances ignited space itself, converging on the Titan. And they vanished. The event sheath, a lattice of folded gravity fields, absorbed the blasts without so much as rippling. The attacks became nothing but harmless thermal signatures, dissipating against armor dense enough to survive a supernova's heart. For a single heartbeat, silence reigned across every comm channel. Then the Titan returned fire. From the prow aperture erupted a beam of energy so bright it eclipsed every star in the sector. A coruscating lance of azure brilliance, impossibly precise, sliced through the Velker flagship and the 3 ships behind it. They split apart in perfect symmetry, blossoming into expanding spheres of molten metal. No one moved. No one spoke. And then the Titan's secondary batteries woke. Antimatter shells tore open hulls in synchronized salvos. Hypervelocity slugs screamed through formation ranks, their kinetic energy fracturing warships like brittle glass. One by one, Velker carriers erupted into fireballs. On Epsilon Thalassa's moon, Dr. Ran watched the sky explode, an aurora of destruction that left him breathless. In the Grand Conquest Hall, Archon Suvrex watched the feeds in horror as his navy disintegrated in real time. His advisors shrank away from the screens. For the first time in living memory, the Dominion's conquest doctrine had failed. Aboard the indomitable Resolve, Soraya raised her hand in a gesture of finality. "Atlas," she said softly, "confirm neutralization." "Confirmed," the AI replied. "Remaining vessels are adrift or evacuating." She exhaled. "Transmit to the Velker High Command." A moment later, her calm voice resonated across every surviving comm link. "This is Captain Soraya Elamine. Your aggression has been repelled. Any further hostilities will be met with annihilation." On worlds light-years distant, species watched in stunned silence. At the Galactic Council station, ambassadors huddled around feeds replaying the impossible spectacle, a single Terran warship shattering an Empire's armada in moments. Some tried to rationalize it. Others understood the truth. Humanity had not merely built a deterrent. They had built legend. When journalists asked Captain Elamine to comment, she simply said, "Earth prefers peace. But peace is most secure when no one doubts our resolve." And in every corner of known space, that resolve now had a name. Titan-class warship. And no one, not even the oldest empires, would ever again wonder what humanity would do to protect its own.